Good morning. Welcome to East Austin. I'm David Kraemer. I was born in Puerto Rico, but my family was from this part of the world, so I got here just as fast as I could and have been here for 72 years with a few years overseas. And I am an Aquarius, born in February. I first joined Austin Organic Gardeners in September of 1986 and have been a member ever since, with a few years absentee living overseas. I have been a gardener all my life. I grew up in a family from the farm, lived on the farm until I was about 7, and we always had a vegetable garden, even in town. I always thought that everybody in the world knew every plant, every tree along the lane, every edible weed, every edible vegetable that could be grown, and I've just continued that. I have grown so many plants for so many years, it's hard to pick a favorite. And of course, I cycle. Some years it's native plants. Currently, I'm very interested in any edible vegetable, especially green vegetable, that will take our summer heat. So I have several examples here that we'll probably look at later. Always amaranth, the edible amaranth, not necessarily the grain type, and the longevity spinaches, a genus called Gainera. I have several of those, several species, and a plant that Isla, one of our members, gave me, that is an alternanthera, which is usually a little bedding plant we put out in the heat of the summer that has colorful leaves. The Brazilians have this wonderful little variety that's nice little sturdy green leaf plant and very delicious. My current biggest gardening failure is squash. I'm fighting the squash vine borers, and I know this is only a transitory failure, but I've done it for years. And back in the 2000, probably 6 or 8, Forrest Arnold gave us a wonderful lecture on bugs, since he's an expert on that. And he recommended you either cover your squash with row cover or keep the BT handy so you can inject it into the stems to kill the squash vine borers. Well, for several years I did cover my squash, and that really helped. The insects can't fly in, lay their eggs, and you have to uncover them though if you want fruit scent once the plants are mature. Some of my favorite memories, I guess I'm still a little bit sophomoric. We had a member in the 80s, Don Rylander, who was a very knowledgeable and experienced gardener. He showed us how to scrape roadkill up, put it in plastic bags, and pop it in your freezer if you need it until you could plant it in your garden or your compost pile. And I'd forgotten this, but Forrest Arnold said he even called them pupsicles in his freezer when he took them out. And the other one was Carolyn Panic, another one of our great gardening experts. She introduced a lot of the members to Oriental persimmons, and she described them glowingly as baggies full of snot. I like pudding better, but they're really delicious. To future generations, I hope you can either get or stay connected to the land and to the life processes, because I fear the day that most humans have no idea what it's like to grow something from start to finish and see all the changes and enjoy that process. It's very relaxing and fulfilling.